ammo, I know what you mean. Tell right that I know it's true. Why they screaming, I love you. Down deep, you know there ain't no blow up. So DK was DOA, yeah. I know what you here for now. Was I your idea? Now don't you crush on me. I see you in your pipe dreams. Whether or not you know it's true. Yo, who they dictate to. That must hurt real bad. Picking what you had. Me, I'm a creator. Thrill is to make it up. The rules I break got me a blaze up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards. Yeah, other folks come asking about me. Bandwagon and they used to tell me. Blindside and they hit real hard. You don't want to get a bodyguard. Steady friction in this creeping in just like an itch. So far I got the last laugh. The wrist rise up, so I live fast. When no it is too fast. Got a soul like
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, the best shooters in the NBA battle it out in the three-point contest. It's time to find out which player has what it takes to beat the clock and his opponents.
And as with all the All-Star festivities, the three-point contest is about having fun, a good time. But still, that doesn't mean the competitive juices won't be flowing.
Now, no question, Clark, these guys are in it to win it. There's a lot of pride on the line when you're up against your peers like this, but I do feel that the guys who perform the best are the ones who relax and just enjoy the experience.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. Nice thing about this format is that everyone starts each round with a clean slate.
Yeah, and even if you're the last place qualifier from the previous round, you still have a chance to win it all.
Yeah, it really is just about getting hot at the right time. You just want to advance out of that first round and then get hot from there.
You know, the importance of getting into a rhythm early can't be understated. I mean, it's not a make one, miss one kind of deal. You need to get on a roll.
Yeah, that's correct, Clark. I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows during the contest, but I think the winner will always string together at least one run where he makes 5 or 6 in a row, preferably with a couple of money balls involved there as well.
No good with his fourth in a row. He's got 9. 10 points on the board. 11 on the board. 12 for him. He's got 12 points to show for his efforts there. There was just something off about him in that round.
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
And so here's Curry now.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you're going to use all 25 balls. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's right, Clark, and that's why it's so easy to get out of whack and start firing away and shooting too quickly, not really focusing on the rim. And if you do that, then you're at risk of really losing all momentum and falling out of the competition.
3 down. 4 points. Can't get the money ball.
And it's panic time.
He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. Down to the final rack. 5 points now. He posts a total of just 7 points. Boy, I bet he wants a do-over on that performance.
Well, he's a good shooter, and you don't expect him to miss 9 in a row, which he did at the beginning of the round. And at that point, it was over. It's just too slow of a start to overcome.
So it'll be Chandler Parsons here. He misses his 4th straight.
Tough rack right there.
1 point. 2 points.
Boy, a little raggedy out of the gates here.
3 down. 4 points. 5 points now.
That's 3 racks in a row now that have given him fits.
6. That's 7.
And now he's in second place all by himself.
He just can't find the bottom of the net with those money balls. He's missed all 4.
nice finish. Well done.
He closes out the round with 8 points. Well, he's fortunate that a lot of the other guys had such problems because his score isn't exactly wonderful.
Yeah, I thought the big thing was the start that he got off to just didn't set the table for him. He missed 5 straight early on, and that was enough.
And so we'll see Kevin Durant.
Guys, most of the time when a player is shooting threes by himself, he's doing it in an empty gym. This is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different. I want to ask you, Steve, was it easy being the center of attention like this? You seem to be a bit of a ham.
Oh, really? A ham, Clark? Well, I'll tell you, I enjoyed being part of it. But my first time, I was extremely nervous, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But as I went on in later years, I got more and more comfortable with it.
That's 4 misses in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row now.
Now he's starting to struggle.
The wheels are coming off. That's 7 straight misses. Now with 11.
Matches the best score right there.
And that pushes him all the way to the #1 spot.
And 13 is the final score. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
You know, Wes Matthews, Kevin, out of Marquette, had a really solid career there, but was undrafted. A player who's really solidified himself as a quality NBA talent. I mean, a tough defender, he's a pretty good shooter, can handle it. I mean, there's not anything he doesn't do reasonably well.
You remember his dad, Wes Matthews?
Yeah, I do. I remember, those Wisconsin teams cost me a Big Ten championship. Cost us a Big Ten title back in 1980, and Wes Matthews was the culprit. Catalyst for knocking us off twice in those games.
I am sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
I know I
did.
You
knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing.
Steve, help me out here. The door wide open right now. No good with his 4th in a row. And 13 is the final score. A score like his usually doesn't do the trick, but with the other scores being as low as they are now, it just might.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here.
So, to stay in it, he needs at least 12 points. He's got to be feeling very confident about his chances here.
He needs 6 more points. 7 points. 5 more, and he advances. Now 8 points.
3 more points to advance.
He comes away with 4 points on that wrap. That one ties him up for 3rd. He posts a score of 14. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
There were a few ups and downs, but overall, it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
Lillard's got the highest score from round 1. All he's got to do now, guys, is repeat that performance in the finals.
Perhaps the guys will step it up in the finals because the qualifying round sure didn't give us too many memorable performances.
Well, they should get better. I mean, they're too good not to, Clark. And I think maybe the nerves are gone now and they can settle in and start shooting like we know they're capable of.
So it'll be Kevin Durant here.
Well, it's pretty much unfair for a guy with Durant's size and speed to be able to shoot so easily from deep. There's just nothing you can do about it as a defender.
2 racks remaining. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together.
He's really cooling off here.
8 points. Drains the money ball. 11 points. 12 for him. He finishes with 14 points on the board. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews. And Wes Matthews often in the top 10 in three-point shooting, Steve.
Yeah, he shoots a very good percentage for his career, and it's not something that was expected when he came out of Marquette. Clark talked about it a little bit. He's just a guy who was really self-made, particularly his jump shot. It's become a big weapon for him.
He'll need to match 14 points to tie.
7 more points and he'll tie it.
Moneyball, no good. 7 more points and he'll tie it up. 8 points. Now 9 points. 1 rack left.
4 points more to tie it up.
And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Yep, out of reach.
He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, he might not get an invite back for next year's contest after that shot.
Well, one bad round doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be here, but there's no question, watching that performance, he did not look suited to the format of this contest.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals? He can seal the deal with 15 points or more.
8 more points to secure the win.
Now 8 points. 9 points.
5 more points to tie it up.
2 racks to go. He's got 10.
3 more points will tie it.
He's got 12. Can't get the money ball. 3 more points to win. Misses for the 4th straight time. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. In the end, it's a 12-point round for him. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree. The round got tougher the deeper into it he got, and he ended up missing his last 6 shots.
And that brings the three-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of field we had here tonight says so much about our champion this year.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
And that's the key, Clark. He never got too high, never got too low, just found his groove and took off from there.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.